So I want to show you guys a really cool tool to work with color, and the website is called Adobe Color, but if you look up here you can see it's a little bit more complicated than that. Just type in Adobe Color, remember the American spelling, into Google, and this site should pop up. Okay, this is basically a color wheel tool. Now the first thing I want you to remember is that we're working in CMYK mode, remember, because that our yearbook is being printed. So I'm going to change the color mode here to CMYK. And you can see that with CMYK, every every color like cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, they all have a percentage here, and you use those exact numbers to get any type of color. There are millions of colors, but let's take a look at if we want to work with triad, right? So we click triad, and now what it happens is if you play around with these things, it's going to show you colors that work well together if you're working with, let's say, 3 different types of color. And then if you want the values, you just have to find these numbers here. So if you want to create this exact color here so this color here in your work in Friesens Connect Me or in InDesign, if you type in these exact values, you'll get that exact color. No matter what, your monitor might be a little bit different, but these are the actual colors that it's going to give you. You can try all kinds of different things. So when you work with some of these things and then you drag these things out, it's giving you lots of things to play with. Some of this is really advanced, but it's not too terrible to experiment with. So you can also see, if you actually sign into your Creative Cloud, you could save this whole color theme, and these would pop into something called your library, which you can then work with in InDesign. So in Friesens we can't do that, but you can do that in InDesign. I want to show you something else. So if you like another site and you go, I want all their colors, you can upload an image from there, and it would extract the theme from that. I also want to show you this here, which says Explore. So this is giving you all kinds of different looks for colors, okay? And you can see things that you like, okay? And you can see here, you can even do things with gradients. So this is a fun tool to play with. You can also look at current trends. So a lot of graphic design is what are the trends out right now. And so for example, here's this image, and then you can see that you've got the exact colors. So let's hit download and see what happens. Okay, it's going to want to go into my Adobe account. So we won't do that now, but you could probably do that and would give you the exact CMYK numbers you need. So let's go back to this here. And right here, I've created this little box thing, and I have the color that I just kind of randomly did. If I want to make this box here have the exact same color, so it takes a little bit of work, but I just have to write these 4 numbers, 8, 57, 21, 30. So I'll go to here, and I'll just type in 8, 57, 21, and 30, and then enter. And you can see that it's the exact one. Now you might want to guess, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but you can see that it's not going to match exactly. So if you want to match exactly and have things the same, that's the technique how to do it. Have fun with color.